Welcome to the 2025 Inktober Labyrinth Tangle Journey. I've created a toolkit with the templates, step outs, and beginner resources. Grab it with the link below. And if you want all the details about how this journey works, watch our intro video inside the playlist. I'll leave the link in the description and in the comments.
In Rain, we are going to be creating this pattern basically with straight lines. And in a step out, also the new step is usually done in red. I grabbed a hot pink liner that I kind of like, but that shows the new step on each of the step outs. And Rain basically takes 4 steps and you have created the pattern. And then these 2 steps here, I'm going to fill them in with some variations of the basic pattern. So the tools that I'm going to be using are, so I have these index cards that I'm creating a file box with all of my patterns here and notes on the back so that I can refer to them easily in one box, and that will have all of the patterns that I use and in a very neat and compact way. So I'm really excited to get started this way and also to show you. And I will add the links to some of the supplies that we're using here will be available in the emails that I send out. So I'm only using a couple of different supplies. I have an 01. This is a Statler. I kind of like them a lot. I like the way the ink flows and stuff. I find that this 01 nib, it's a little sturdier than the Sakura. And what I find with, I'm a little heavy-handed, so that's why I tend to grab that one. I'll also be using the Micron PN for where I'm putting ink in, and also on some of the lines, because I also want it to be clear for you. This is a Statler Tri Plus fine liner in this hot pink, and this is my blending tool. Call it a blending stump or a tortillon. You can use a Q-tip if you don't have any of those. You can actually you could use an index card. You could just print out the step out that I have in the guide for you, and we can get going. Okay, so we start with a straight line. Just getting this so that you can see me do this a little better. So we're going to put a series of straight lines here, give them a little bit of a bend or a flare, and that's step one. And what's really neat about learning a new tangle with doing the step outs is that you end up repeating the pattern quite a few times, so that by the end of drawing your step out, you end up with really knowing the pattern and how it's put together, and you end up working your lines one line at a time, and it seems like you can concentrate on each line, and I find that I start perfecting my lines. So I go through and give this so they're all done. So probably in the Zentangle way here, I might have done that in the hot pink, but this is not totally perfect. So I have created now step one is to draw the straight lines. Now, step two is here we go. We're going to make these zigzag lines over that straight line, those straight lines. And then here I'm going to mirror my zigzag lines. Taking care each line slowly and intentionally drawing each. Okay, so we're going to want to fit this in here a little bit. So I'm going to go here. Now, step three. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to draw this again. But this time I'm using black because we've already done this step. There we go. And I'm going to change to my red pink. And so in this step, what we do is we're filling in the black. but I'm doing it in the pink on the step out. And that's how we let other people, that's how we remember what step is the next step. So taking our time. I just really find that when you this is how I learn a pattern. I mean, the first thing I do is I work it through in my sketchbook, play with it a little bit, and then I create one of these cards as a step out to put in my catalog of tangle patterns. So as I'm creating the step out, I'm really learning a lot more about the character of this pattern. And especially as I'm repeating. Now, the other thing that's really cool is that it's when you repeat the same line or shape over several times, then it gives you time to just relax into the enjoyment of coloring and drawing. Well, we call that Zen flow. So it allows for some Zen flow as well. Now what I'm going to do is come back, grab my black pen, and definitely what we need to do down here is we need to put the name of this step out. And then we will draw again. I'm going to go ahead. Well, I'm just going to leave it to here. Now I'm going to color it in. I'm going to pick up my PN so I can color it, put some ink to it. I did, I was really surprised. At first, I I wasn't quite sure what I thought about this pattern. The more I did it, the more I really started to like it. And one of the other things I'm doing for my own art satisfaction during Inktober is I'm drawing a week with all the tangles of that week. And so I started doing that. And I've been experimenting on some old handmade paper, and this is what I came up with. Now, this is what happened to rain. And I was like, wow, I really liked that. And I really appreciated this pattern. So there's a lot of different, I used rain over here, almost looks like flags to me. And so there's a lot of different opportunities what you can do once you have learned the pattern. And by the time you finish creating this step out, you will pretty much know how the pattern goes. And there are some embellishments that can be done with all of the different patterns, but with rain, and that they would be fun to experiment with. I'm a bit of a traditionalist where I feel like or a class, I like to understand where the pattern began in its original creation from the creator, and follow the step outs and then play with it from there. And I find I get, I understand the framework, and then as I embellish and shade it, I kind of make it my own. So that's a little bit of where I'm going with this. I wanted to make sure that you were able to get that very basic instruction. So the next step, and really the final step in the original way to make this pattern, is that we're going to do what we call aura. We're going to do a parallel line following the shape of the outside all the way around each of the branches of rain. So we want to use our red or whatever color you choose to be your understanding of that's the next step. We're having a little bit of a traffic jam here. Do this. We are working, I am working in a very small space here. Now, what we do in Zentangle too is we turn our drawings so that they our hand stays in similar position, because that's the best drawing position for our hand. Make it easy. We get better lines that way. So now that we're coming to the end of the step outs, there you go. Now we have the step outs pattern rain.
If you enjoyed today's tangle, grab the Inktober Labyrinth Toolkit. It includes the template, step outs, supply list, and beginner-friendly resources to make this journey easy. And if you'd like accountability and support, join our Creators Art Lab community where we draw together every week during the month of October. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a daily tangle. Thanks for drawing with me today. I'll see you in the next video.